Oh, hello there. Sorry about that. I hit the live button and then started watching video fucking shorts on my phone. Oh my god. I got turbo distracted. Anyways, I'm here. Just give me a minute to why can I hear myself? Gross. Give me a second to send that last stream alert out, or last few. Oh god. Excuse me. Do. There it is. Nope, you can't do that here. This is not your Discord. Okay. Let's get the chat bot up. I need to figure out if I am centered. There we go. No, why does it do that? I'm not even dragging onto this on the screen. I'm trying to drag the whole window over. You know what I mean. Welcome, Anna, Castle, and Just Jess. Welcome. How are you all doing? Thank you for joining. Close that. Okay, chatbot is up. Let's get in the game. Oh, but first, I have a treat. Store-bought sushi. Delicious. This isn't even real sushi. This is a California roll. So, yeah. No, not real sushi. Sorry, Japan. Toasty, I actually accidentally had something major spoiled in the RE9. Don't do that. Don't have the game spoiled for you. I've already been spoiled on 2 mystery things in the game that I think people haven't figured out what to do with. Yeah, don't do that. Stay away from Twitter or whatever the fuck. I swear, YouTube on mobile is like a dumpster fire right now. It doesn't fucking work half the time. Okay. So, what are we doing here? Here are a list of food that we need. It's not looking good. We need a lot of meat, especially ptarmigan. Did you enjoy Death Island? I did actually. That was kind of enjoyable. I like that a lot. I'm gonna watch the other 2. The only ones I can see on there besides Death Island are Damnation and some other one. Degeneration, I think. They're both Leon movies though. Okay. So we need 2.8 liters of broth. 3.5 kilograms of rabbit, 1.5 kilograms of bear, 1 kilogram of moose, 1.5 kilograms of wolf, 2 kilograms of trout, 1.5 kilograms of salmon, 1.5 kilograms of rockfish, 2 birch bark, which we probably have somewhere, and then 1 kilogram of bass, whitefish, red Irish lord, burbot, and gold eye, unfortunately. So we need all four of these saltwater fish. So we need to go back to the coast at some point. Okay, so those other movies are canon. Okay, good to know. We do have all the other stuff. I think we have all the non-meat stuff. We have some of the meat, actually. Let's see what we have in here. I think we do need this. I'm kind of confused here. So we have 2. I guess we're using partial ones, even though Ideally, you didn't want to do that, but whatever. We'll just drop all this here. Yeah. Yeah. We have all the deer meat. Okay. And the rabbit. I think we have most of the rabbit. Of course, I'm tired and at the end of the day. Okay, so we have some work to do. Oh, that can't be there. We have to turn this place into an Airbnb at some point. So anything that... Oops. Nope. Anything that doesn't fit... I don't have my fucking HUD, I just realized. Anything doesn't work needs to go away. Can I not pick up the plate underneath? Why can't I pick that one up? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. This can't be a bug, right? This is intentional, right? There can't be this many bugs. Oh my god. I'm not spending time breaking these. We're just gonna move them upstairs. Christ almighty. We're gonna probably put this here. So I'm gonna move this elsewhere. Right here. Can't find the Polaroid in Coastal Highway. I looked everywhere. Are you using one of the player-made maps to try to find it? Because that one is... It's got a couple of sneaky spawn points. For sure. Can't use this because it is, well... The plant is dead, sadly. I wish there was a way to revive it, but no, there isn't. Do I have the thing? No. So now I gotta drag these up here. Just to get rid of them. Because I don't want to spend time deleting them one by one. Oh wait, I can stack them. Never mind. Please. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna crash out, I swear. We're not even 5 minutes into this stream. Okay. I need a container to dump all this shit off in. We might need it, but we'll see. We'll see. Sushi? What are the sneaky spots? It's because the corpses are, like, not obvious, I guess. Some of them are in, like, random spots. Like, nowhere, not too close to a, like a major loot location is what I mean. Like, that kind of sneaky. Man, you gotta go. Can I pick you up? Okay. Why are these not? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Why can't you pick those up? Okay. Okay. Probably leave that there for now. Actually. Okay. Let's get you up against the corner. How'd you get back there? Ooh, this is gonna bother me. If we can't get it exactly even, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be impossible. It's gonna be impossible. I just already know it. Oh god, of course they're Z fighting. Good enough. No, this is not a case of because game. This is a case of Hinterland being lazy as shit. No, I'm kidding. They just didn't get this particular asset. Even though all the other assets like this are can be interacted with. We do need them. It's just I kind of need them out of the way now so that I can like organize this place. I can't run doing this, unfortunately. Not everything is because game, Castle. Not everything. Do we put 2 chairs like this back to back? Kind of. Yeah, I think this will work. Let's tuck them in though. Do I want the carpets underneath? Now that I think about it. Let's pick these up. Gotta get rid of those at some point. Mother? You know what? It would have been really smart for me to bring all the Christmas lights from all over the map. Guess we might have to go back to Carter Dam for that. Actually, I don't think I want loose containers over here. Maybe we'll put this here. Okay. Damn you. Damn you. And those are different. That's a different asset, too. What the hell? It's pretty centered. Okay. Let's put it... It's really hard to tell if it's like lined up right. I guess it is. Wait a minute. Are these tables different, or is this... Are these rugs different? I can't tell. I can't be bothered. Okay. There's something wrong with this game. What the fuck? Why? I'm not gonna question it anymore. But I get the feeling that safe house customization was a huge mistake for this game. Alright, you bumping into that other chair? You are, but that's fine. Oops. No! Go forward a little bit. There we go. think this is pretty good. Hopefully. How's everyone doing? There's bee lumpy fuzzballs on the lake? What? Was that English? Let me grab some of this ginger. Ah! Spicy. Ah! Why is it spicy? Ah! Gross. I don't even know if the whole palate cleanser thing is even a thing. Like, the reason why they give you pickled ginger with your sushi. Right, we don't have enough chairs. Well, I'll need to find some that are at the very least identical. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why I need these. Yeah, we don't really need these. Oh, I can't stack them. Other than the super annoying fuzzball today was leaving maintenance shed and slowly followed, and I had to stand off. Wait, at the maintenance shed you had a bear? How the fuck did you do that? Huh. I don't think the bear is supposed to be able to get that far away from the lake. I didn't know it could do that. Oh. I just need some containers to put shit in. This is heavy. Right. Of course. No, you're not a container. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? I'm just gonna move this downstairs. Because there is a wood... Well, I guess it's a coal box. Whatever, you know what I mean. It's a box for fuel. I'll just put it down there. $30 kilograms. Okay. Okay, we are tired now. I think it's time to go to bed. But first, let's get rid of the... Oh wait, no, we can just chop them up. What am I doing? Sound command's broken? What did you play? Oh wait, your command's not even there. YouTube might be having another conniption. It might be because of that. And if it is, I can't do anything about it. Let me try one. No, mine went through. I think it's the same issue as before. Try again, Castle. My leg! My leg. Okay. Bedtime. Can't do anything in the dark. Unless there's an Awoa. There are no Awoas around here. Maybe one day. Oh my god, this is so inefficient. Stuffing yourself with these high calorie density food items takes too long. Tried a lot of different times. Oh, interesting. Yeah, just assume that YouTube is broken again. YouTube's having a lot of issues, huh? Wonder why. Coming with me. We've got to have a plate, like a stack of plates, like on the kitchen table. It'll make sense. It'll be very fitting. Trying to think where we can find some of those chairs. I'll check up here in the basement, but I don't know if we have any more of those. It would be a shame if we don't. It'd be really a shame, because then we have to go back to, I'm guessing, Mystery Lake. And that's assuming I didn't already chop them up for fuel in Camp Office. I know there's a couple of them like it. And I would love to not have to do as much, too much safe house crafting. If I could just use what I have available and then maybe take one little trip and that's it to get some additional stuff, that'd be great, but we might have to take more than one. Okay, we have this one, we can't really use that. Excuse me. This might come in handy. Can I pick this up? No, of course you can't. Yeah, no. Nothing. Excuse me. What's wrong with you? Why can't I place you there? Oh, even the door is like non-interactable. Oh, I've made a mistake. There. Nothing in here. We have plenty of shelves if we need them. Do a backflip. Daniel, I'm gonna ban you. No. Okay, so we'll get rid of this, because this doesn't really make sense for a B&B, right? But this will. Oh. I think these are in the way. If I had to guess. Yeah. These aren't overlapping. God, I wish there was a way to like walk slower so that I don't overdo it. I guess there is a way, but it requires a controller. Damn it. Please. Fuck it, it's fine. These aren't even lined up anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Should I do a weekly profile? No, please stop changing your profile picture. Why do you keep changing it? You're just making it harder to see where your comments are. Stop changing it, please. I'm begging you.
That pisses me off!
Okay. We're basically done. Basically. I probably don't need this. Gotta put these out to pasture. Camp for cooking on HGTV. Hold on, we're working on it. No, the cooking's not gonna be in for another while. We gotta decorate first and then go get the meat. Alright, we have a bench for people to wait at if they need to, if there's a wait, I guess. I guess that's fine. It might be helpful to have a controller here. It really might be. Okay, let's decorate the table. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, no, we need those. What am I doing? Probably don't need all of these. I'm only going to use the ones that can be picked up because the other ones cannot, and I don't want to move those around. Probably need these. Makes sense, right? Yeah, we're not going to use those. Fuck that noise. Do you wear the same shirt every day? No, Daniel, I don't. I have like 3 different shirts that look the same of this color. But they're different shirts. God, I need to get rid of this. Can I just like toss this into the basement, like down the stairs, please? Thank you. See, I wish I could do this. That'd be cool. I'm gonna leave that one, but no, this game's lame. I could with mods, but that would break the save file if the game gets an update. And, oh boy, we are getting one in, what, 4 weeks? Oh yeah, speaking of that, it's completely unrelated, but it reminded me of it. Let's give the monthly, what's it called? Memberships. Yeah, that's a word. What's it called? Okay, it's unmuted. Here are the first 5. Did you see Supermarket Sim Sim finally pushed a patch? Fixed a bunch of co-op issues? Oh, good. I did see that they had an update. I just didn't see what it was. GG, that was me. Luna, Michael, Super Dupra, Loud Yo. There we go. That's, you only need to hear it once. Those are the first 5. Here are the other 5. Nocturnal. What the hell? Stan? I don't know. Senor Frisker, Solid Flame, Saboria Morbida, I think. Yeah, something like that. Those are the gifted members for the month. Enjoy. Show your emotes. You also get credits in the videos, etc., etc. I think the very last thing I'm gonna do for this is open her up with mods and get rid of these, or at least put them under the level. If I do it now and then this gets updated, or I don't know, maybe the save file breaks, we could lose all of our progress. So I don't want to open this with mods until the very end. We're gonna just make these disappear, and that'll be the last thing we do. Okay. Oh yeah, let me do. Guess we have to be in safe house. Oops. Perfect. Are these the same size? It's hard to tell. I don't think it doesn't have to be perfect. They are. Okay, we'll leave that there then. Okay. Bowls. We got bowls. We got bowls for days. For some reason, there's like I kid you not, like 5 different bowls, plates, cups, etc. They're all somehow different. That seems a bit excessive. Like they went a little all out for assets that you couldn't even move around until what? A year ago? Seems a bit excessive. Okay, we got bigger, wider bowls. I think these are technically plates, but okay, and then we can save this for cups. What the hell happened there? I think I'm exiting. I'm opening the menu, the inventory too soon. Can't wait for this to break. Stupid collision bug. Okay. Only have 2 of these. That's plenty. There we go. Looks great. Let's move on from that. I changed my profile picture because I get bored of it. Okay. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, you don't need to ask us if you should change your profile picture. If you're bored of it, change it. And I don't know, just change it if you want to, but like, don't ask us what it should be or whatever. Okay, let me get rid of that wood. I guess we should go and move this then. We'll throw this here. Because we only really care about the kitchen area. Give me these. I wish I could put this on the wall. Oh wait, I can! This is perfect! This screams Cracker Barrel right here. Before Cracker Barrel went full-blown Cracker Barrel. Hey, how are you doing? Mar? What's your channel name? Because I fucking hate you, dude. Marliz, welcome. How are you doing? It's been a while, I think. 28 more days? I know. I'm so excited. I hope it comes out early in the day. Because I'm like, I can't stop thinking about... Oh, this is the same table as upstairs. Can't stop thinking about like what I want to do that day for episode 5. If it comes out early in the day, I'm gonna start streaming it immediately, and we can. I think I could do 2 streams in a day, like one in the morning / evening. Oh god, these fucking things are in the way. One in the morning and then one in the afternoon / evening, the normal time, and we can maybe finish it in one day. I get the feeling that it's probably gonna be around 8 to 10 hours. If it's like on the 8-hour side, then we can finish it in one day in two sittings. If it's longer than that, we can't finish it in one day. I don't want to sit here streaming for 8 hours and 8 to 10 hours. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing okay this week. Better than previous weeks. Oh, we need the Canadian flag out there, obviously. Apparently one of the major issues in co-op was bald buff guy, something about players falling through the map, starting time wasn't working right. That was like 3 different issues that you just mentioned right now. And none of it made sense. You sure you're reading the patch notes or your diary? That was too mean. I'm so sorry. I like that. That could be a decoration. Do you think this pipe has a space up there? You think it'll fit with the theme? Ooh, there we go. Oh, perfect. We got the 2 chairs we're missing. Awesome. Oh, perfect. We had 3 of them. Even better. Didn't even see that. These are identical, right? I think so. And then we got these lights. I don't know why they chose to make them like different shapes. I wish they were just the same shape, like this. Like this would be cool if they were all like that. Which now I kind of want to go to Carter Dam just to get the ones that are this shape. Wait. Did one of them change? It looks like it changed. We're gonna need at least a couple more, I think. We're gonna have to go to Carter Dam for this. What are the other places that have these? The airfield is one, unfortunately. The other, I think, is Carter. Is there another place with these lights? Anyone remember? Kind of wish they had more. I know Camp Office has, like, the static ones. You can't take those. Those are, like, stuck there. That clock's perfect. Right where it is. Better center with the painting. There we go. Things are looking good. Real good. I'm not reading the patch notes right now. This wheelbarrow is speaking to me. I can't put this on the wall, can I? Oh, I can! I need more of those. Fuck, where do you... First of all, there's a horseshoe here? How have I not taken note of that? That there's horseshoes in the game. They're in a couple different places. That means that horses absolutely lived on this island at one point. I'm guessing they just kind of were gotten rid of because they were high maintenance and expensive. Oh, community hall has some? Okay. Damn, hunting lodge is the main hangar. Fuck. Because you don't pay attention. I mean, I've noticed them before, but I just now realized. Wait, that means that there were horses here at one point. Plus, we had the obvious presence of like old-timey wooden carriages with all these wheels everywhere. You know, that means exactly what you think it means. I think Astrid ate all the horses. See, I can see that, but you misspelled it. Castle. Okay. Get rid of that. Too much coffee. Let me fix this real quick. Damn you. I have a question. I would really love to know how long between first player and the end of episode 4 really go by. How much time is in between? let's see. That's a good question. I do want to do a couple of the Long Dark and Chill streams where we're just playing. Maybe we'll do bingo, but I want that time for people to come in and ask questions about the lore, because then we can like try to clarify things. Maybe like the last week or so before episode 5 drops. For sure that week before, we're dedicating it to the Long Dark. So we're gonna do bingo. We're gonna do bingo. I have no idea. That's right now all I can think about is bingo. But we'll do some the Long Dark all week long that week. Before. Technically it comes out on a Tuesday, but the week before we will dedicate to the Long Dark. So we'll just be playing like bingo, something else. I don't know. We gotta figure out something. Oh, I don't have a sewing kit. That's the problem. But to answer your question, let's figure that out actually. So the morning that Will wakes up in the cave under the plane, that's obviously the morning after. So it's been roughly half a day. By the time Astrid wakes up in episode 4 or in episode 3, so when Molly saves her, it has to be the day after. So like the same time that Molly's saving Astrid, Will is waking up in the cave, because there's no way that she would have survived for more than a day, and she's saving her like in the middle of the day. So I think they're basically waking up roughly around the same time, because Astrid was not only bleeding out, she had an injury from her fight with the convicts, but she also had hypothermia and dehydration, frostbite, etc. So she would not have survived for much longer. It had to be within a day of when she escaped through the tunnel. Half a day. So that means episode 3 is the start of episode 3 when you actually have control of Astrid. That's about 2 days in, I would say 3 days, because she needed some time to rest as well. By that point, Will has already been captured by, or no, Will hasn't been captured. My math is, I forgot. Episode 2 and 3 take place at the same time, because in episode 2 you can hear the phone going off, I guess, at one point in this building, actually. That's one of Astrid and Molly's calls. So those run simultaneously. And then the radio calls also are at the exact same time, because Astrid can hear Will, and they can both hear the same person from Perseverance Mills. So by the start of episode 3, it's at least, I want to say 2 days. But it could be 3 days, because we don't know how long Astrid slept, how long she rested. And we don't really know how much time passes canonically between episodes 1 and 2. Because you could technically keep playing and playing and playing, you know, over and over again. We don't have an actual estimate. By the end of episode 4, it has to be within a week, I think. I don't think it's more than a week. Maybe like 5 days at most. And yeah, I think that's probably the best estimate, because our time playing in the game doesn't really reflect, you know, like real time. Like in game, a minute is like a second or something like that. I would say a week at most. It's been a week since the first flare by the end of episode 4. By the time Astrid arrives in Pleasant Valley, in Perseverance Mills, I mean, maybe like a week and a couple days. But yeah, that's my best guess. Okay, so we have I think we've run out of stuff here to decorate with. The Molly hunt continues. Well, she's hunting something for sure. We just don't know what it is. She hunting for the truth? No, I'm kidding. That's lame. Fucking goddamn Halo 5. Yeah, there's not much up here for decorations, sadly. Just like broken mirrors and such. So then we'll put this like right here. I wish we could hang it off of that. That's fucking lame. We'll just fill up the wall as much as possible with stuff. I would say 3 weeks. No, that's way too much time. Astrid would have definitely died. If that was like a 3-week long period, that means she would have spent a week in the snow, bleeding out. No. Okay, we do need another table though. This looks bad. Like this big empty space here looks really bad. Since we don't have like the kitchen mats, like those rubber mats they have in kitchens, which are a fucking nightmare to walk on, we will use carpets. Like this. Rugs, whatever. We'll take this one. So the power... Yeah, Franklin mentions the power being out for, what was it, like a week or so? But that's because of a power outage from before the first flare. The power plant... the power plant's still functioning. The thing is that there was an avalanche. If you go along the road to the power plant, you see the avalanche, and it's cut out the power lines. So that's what happened. That's why the power went out at the penitentiary before the first flare. And they were on generators for a couple of days or weeks or something like that, waiting for like repairs. But obviously that takes forever on this island because no one gives a shit about it. No one's gonna come and help. And then the prison riot happens, and the prison riot happens right, I think, the night before or the night of the first flare, because Jace arrives later, and she says she heard the gunshots going off of the employees getting unalived, terminated, fired, whatever you want to say. Sudoku. Well, not Sudoku. That's different. The prisoners killed them, obviously. This, I think, has to go. This doesn't really fit here. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens in the weeks leading to the first flare. In Blackrock, the power gets, you know, cut because of the avalanche, and the prison riot happens a couple weeks later. And then that's right before the actual Quiet Apocalypse starts. And in Pleasant Valley, roughly in the same time frame, the Forest Talkers bomb, I'm assuming they bomb or do something to cause the avalanche that blocks the highway, the road to the highway, that cuts off the entire Pleasant Valley from the rest of the island, I guess. Well, from the highway. And that forces the bus that was going to go to Blackrock to go the other way around through Milton. And then, of course, that leads into the events of Milton with the prisoners. Okay, I want to sit down. I'm tired. I've been sitting all damn day. Oh. My leg. My leg. And I'm trying to remember what else happens in that time. We know, yeah, we know a lot of lore about Pleasant Valley and Blackrock from like the few weeks before. Oh yeah, big blizzard happened a little early in the season in Pleasant Valley, and that's why we see hay bales everywhere. They couldn't get them indoors before the first big storm. My leg! Because it was a little early. They were caught off guard. So in survival mode, that's why we see all those hay bales everywhere. It's really cool that little bit of lore, if you don't read the notes from episode 3, kind of miss it, explains why the world is the way it is. Okay, so what time of day is it? Of course it's night. Of course it's about to be night. Yeah, in episode 4 you can find the bodies of the prison workers. That's the only time you can see those bodies. In survival mode, they're gone for some reason. I would love a mod. I think someone talked about this the other... Maybe it was on the podcast. A mod that makes survival mode look like it's Wintermute has taken place. So you see all the bodies of the prisoners outside of Blackrock. You see the whales broken through the ice in a coastal highway. You see the fence line, or what did Molly call it? The snow line. There's like a fence that runs from the house to the barn. I wish that was there as well, because for some reason it's just not there. I don't know why they would take that out when Pleasant Valley existed before Wintermute. So like, why didn't they just add it to the survival version of the map? Anyways, yeah, a mod that would like restore survival mode to make it look like Wintermute happened, because it does take place after. The orcas, yeah, the orcas missing are one of the key things that really bothers me. But technically, in that cutscene, the log sort is empty. There are no logs there. I don't know why. So does Sam die during the first flare and Linda unlives herself around then too, or before? If I had to guess, they both die before. I'm not sure. But yes, Linda commits Sudoku. And Sam, he's in the river. The one that's frozen, I guess. Trying to remember the layout of the map in my head. Not doing so well there. Right, we're on Pilgrim. We don't really need this drink in the middle of the night. Please sleep. I'm like having a stroke here. Adds the orcas that you can harvest from? Oh, interesting. I'm assuming it's just animal fat for the most part. That's cool. Yeah, I would say they probably died before the first flare. Like, right before. There really is no indication to know, though, for sure. Relics of Wintermute. Is that where the orca one is? Orca mod is? Okay. I'll check it out at some point, maybe. I gotta remember not to have my headphones fully closed. Okay, we need to go hunt for meat and gather more decorations. Some lamps would be good, like a lamp. Like the tall ones would be good for like the corners. We can put like a... Probably not a lamp on the table, it doesn't make sense. Let's go check out the what's it called? Words. Maintenance yard, that's what I was thinking of. I should check these, I guess, see if there's anything in them that's useful. You know, was not expecting that in there. I didn't even think tools like that could spawn inside of cars like that. But okay. One last thing, I just found out that there's not enough evidence to back Jeremiah to the foreman. I thought for that to be canon for months. No, it can't be. For sure. Like I don't think that there's anything that could link the two people together. I don't know why I searched that. Yeah, we don't know what happened to the foreman. I suspect that it may be the conspiracy theorist from Blackrock in that one side quest. It could be that person. But we don't have any evidence of it. That's all. That's kind of where the story of the foreman kind of just ends with that last note. Because we don't know who they are truly. We don't know if they ended up, you know, leaving the island, if they ended up surviving or dying, etc. There's a really good chance that he didn't make it either. But, I mean, I don't want to grab those rose hips. Technically, there are survivors on the island that didn't die right away. There's at least 2 that we know of. Kirk's here, welcome. Ah, perfect. This is what I was looking for. No, not that. Put that away. I'm gonna blast the bird to smithereens. We need all these tarmies. Ooh, 5 borbs. These are gonna make good broth. Now don't notice your dead friend. He's just taking a dirt nap. Just taking a dirt nap. That's all. Yes, ruffle those feathers. I need to see how plump you are. Oh, there's 6 of them? Dude, these things are like pigeons. They could be staring death in the face and they don't move. Oh, shit. That's embarrassing. A little too high. That should be enough meat. Oh, God. Wait, that didn't even hit him. I grazed this one and he somehow died. Okay, let's get the meat extracted and deposited on the floor, I guess. We don't have a fridge, unfortunately. We can't do anything about that because there's no way to get a fridge up here. Oh, we don't have a... Oh, if we had a cooler, maybe we could use a cooler. Let me see if there's a cooler. Oh, wait, no. Meat will disappear there. This game does not make it easy to roleplay. Okay, all we need is the meat. Found the mod and tagged in media. Thank you. Confused by that comment. Can you translate? What do you mean? The Marliz's previous comment about who the foreman is and why they thought it was Jeremiah. I mean, I think I explained it. Oops. Get out of there. Bird, you smell. Get off my meat. Oh boy. Okay. After this, we'll go check out maintenance yard and try to find some decorations, stuff that works, and any firewood or fire logs, whatever, just so that we can maybe craft something. This one's chonky. Yeah, no, Jeremiah is just Jeremiah. He's not the foreman. He doesn't have the telltale signs. Doesn't have a melted brain. Doesn't seem to forget anything. But he does have a secret hidden past that he's trying to keep, well, secret. I swear, if Sutherland ends up being the foreman, I'm gonna jump off a cliff and delete half my videos on him. If he turns out to be the foreman, I'm gonna be so upset. Just like how I will be very upset if the first flare is a direct byproduct of a machine derived from Rudiger's work. I'm gonna be upset. Because then they're just taking the science out of the science fiction and making gibberish. Please don't do this, Hinterland. Please don't. I really hope it's just a coincidence that the Auroras are also changing our the human mind as well. Oh yeah, also, we should be getting a trailer soon, so keep an eye out for that. There should be a new trailer sometime this week, next week, the week after. I'm assuming at least a week plus before. And maybe a dev diary. If there's no dev diary before, there'll probably be like a generic article. But for sure, there's going to be a dev diary after. They'll probably do like a post-mortem dev diary or something like that. Maybe even share some more stuff for Black Frost. I know Raphael has told me directly, I think it was on Blue Sky, that he wants to share more Black Frost stuff ASAP, and he's going to do it a lot more often. I'm assuming more often. But a lot more after Episode 5 releases. So sometime in April or maybe May, we'll get some kind of dev diary, maybe sharing, you know, a possible post-mortem for Episode 5 / Wintermute or The Lone Dark in general. Do that. And then maybe some Black Frost stuff, some more information. Maybe we'll get an idea of why the delays happened and stuff like that. Something like that. Kirk, also congratulations on your on the Survivor's Corner finally being noticed by Raphael directly. I'm so excited for that. Maybe the stars are aligning for an interview one day. Think about what things I want to do to add to the podcast about surprises. Ooh, what kind of surprises? I know you added the questionnaire box thing, so people can submit questions that may get answered on the podcast. That's a really cool addition. I like that a lot. I hope the community likes that a lot as well. But obviously, I won't submit any questions because I will be in the chat usually as a mod. Also, I don't want to have my question picked out of anyone else's. But if I have a question, I'll just leave it in the chat, in the podcast chat, if it's relevant usually. Anyone ever use this backdoor? Me neither. You were shocked to say the least? Yeah, I'm surprised too. It finally happened. I wonder how he saw it. I'm assuming... I get the feeling that Raphael is the type to like look up hashtag the Long Dark on like Blue Sky. Or he definitely combs through the subreddit for sure. And looks for interesting tweets. Or posts, whatever. We're kind of past the whole Twitter thing at this point. Any decorations? Oh, should we bring an exit sign? Is that like a thing a restaurant has to do legally? I don't know. Can we bring that? Oh, why can't we have a security camera? Oh, I've been here apparently. Oh, right. This was stuff I was supposed to bring over. Totally forgot about that. Well, I have more food so I don't starve. But I don't think I need this.
Wonder if I can drop any of this here.
Well, now I can't climb. You're following his account. Got it. Yeah. Makes sense. No, that's better. Did I ever fix this? No. Right, I don't even have a sewing kit. How do I not have a sewing kit? Chocolate?
Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
Ooh, my hatchet's not doing good. I think... Did I have the mushrooms over there? Yes, so we can just get rid of these.
I need to find something to drink.
Oh, Astrid. Oh, boy. What? I'm not bald. No, was it because I said my eye? Gosh darn you. Question. Has any music been playing this whole stream? I kind of hate the game right now. It's so broken. Even the fucking music isn't even playing. It's oh wait, where did this water come from? Oh right, it was on the floor. Even like the only time it corrects itself and plays music is when like a wolf appears and it starts playing that sound. Holy shit. But like I don't know if it's if it has fixed itself. at any point. Gotta make room for stuff. Alright. Hopefully Briarhouse doesn't mind. You haven't noticed any music. This game is amazing. 10 out of 10. I'm noticing more and more every single day how broken this game is right now. Sutherland is by the docks today. Ooh, interesting. What's he doing? What's he up to? The one time Rudiger fought in WWE. I do remember that. That was hilarious. Although I feel like the fight was rigged somehow. I don't know how. Calendar? What is this? Oh yeah. Oh! I didn't think about that. Are these signs in here as well? Posters? Whatever. Are there more of them? I hope so. But a regular calendar would be better. Are there more of those posters? I really hope so. I mean, we might have to take a trip to Carter Dam anyways. So we're definitely not finishing this today. But, yeah. I would love those posters.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I just hope Carter Dam has them all. There you go. That'll fit, I think. Right? Maybe? Serious lack of decorations around here.
I'll take it.
Should I play some music? Shall I play some music? I love this. I love the game so much. It's perfectly playable on all platforms equally. My pants are on fire from the lies. Okay, let's shuffle it a bit. And then turn off the in-game music because it's fucking broken. I'm excited to see the start of Fish Only. Fish Only. Have you decided on a name for that? It really should before you start advertising it. Let's drop the sodas. They're not even that helpful. Well, would a B&B have sodas available? We'll come back for these. We'll come back for them. Okay. We'll come back for these as well. We don't really need them right now. Anything in here? Okay, we got this. I mean, that's acceptable. That's ooh. Clock. We already have the grandfather's clock, but that's fine. Another one can't be could be helpful. Oh yeah, let's use that. Let's bring that. Cutting board. Another calendar. What's this calendar? Oh wow, it's the same. Just reflected. Oh! I reset it. Is it random each time? We're not in the final stretch, not yet, no. Hold on, let me see this. I need to see these two back to back. I think I know what's happening here. Oh, so they inverted the asset. So the one that was there originally was flipped inside out. So that colored in box was actually there, and then these four were on this side. Basically, they flipped the asset to make it look like it was a different image. It's not. They just flipped it. Anyways, I wish we could bring a broom. We could, but we can't put it up right? Yeah, we can't put it upright without a... Well... That would be helpful if it wasn't clipping through the wall. Bring the phone. Where's the other flag? Bring the flag. I'm surprised they don't have the other signs. Wait, which phone is better? I like the orange one better. I think that's about it. Can't really bring all this though. That's the problem. Ooh, scary. Yeah, there's not much here. I figured. Of course, they don't have the other signs. It's so weird. Why do they have one but not the other two? Trash can potato? I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna take another stream after this. Okay, let's work on getting all this loot over there. Back home. It's gonna be a trip or two, probably. It's the reason why I have the rope climb there. I wanna... It's a lot easier to just do that. So let's try to get up the rope. Ooh, there's a burdock there in case I need it, but I don't think so. Ooh, yippee. What do you mean misery fish? What do you mean misery fish? What are you talking about? I didn't agree with this. Is your challenge in misery mode? Hello, excuse me? Hello? Recently left Coastal Highway and arrived to Mr. Lake. Nice. Going for BR. Is BR Blackrock for you? Because for some people, BR is Broken Railroad. I'm fighting for my life in HRV. I have so much loot. I hate this place. I agree. I hate HRV. Welcome, French toast dork, by the way. I thought that said duck for a second. I got excited, then I didn't. No, it ain't misery mode, because you got to... Okay, got it. Well, you can do custom misery. There is a way to do it. It's just... You need mods. I was going to propose this to... Actually, I might have already said this to Kirk. Starting up a custom interloper, just make it harder. And then with the dev console, implement the misery afflictions. Because you can add each affliction one by one. I'll have to check to see if it actually works though. Because I know I can see the commands in there for the misery afflictions. But I don't know if it actually does anything. We'll see. So we got a clock over here. Let's add a clock over here. Maybe above the kitchen area. Exit sign. I have to move this. Can we put that above? Damn it. Right, I think we moved this in for a reason. It's because it doesn't fit here. Let's keep it out of people's reach. I don't want a rifle loose. I guess we could just put it above the sign. Broken railroad? Okay, got it. Okay. I hate that. Just get rid of this. Okay, so we'll put those posters there. Calendar for the kitchen, so the employees can count the days. Another flag. Put it here. Next to the door. I mean, if there's nothing on it, I'm not gonna put that there. That's stupid. Phone. Did they remove the phone in here? They did. Interesting. Why, though? I don't really know why they do that. We'll move this. Are these the same? No, they're actually different. Okay.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
You can rest when you're dead. Is this weird and lame? Like, you can see the tape holding it up. I feel like it's weird and lame. Where's the closest woodworking tool set from Milton? That's a good question. I'm trying to think, and I honestly can't even tell you. Probably Bleak Inlet, unfortunately. They really screwed us over with those woodworking tool spawns. Yeah, Bleak Inlet would be the closest one, I think. Then let me get rid of this then. Oh yeah, how's our curing meat? It's getting there. I think. Wait, didn't this start with 8 kilograms of salt? I'm confused. No. There's woodworking tools in Ash Canyon. 2 of them in the zone of contamination. This is already full. Oh, right. 1 in Bleak Inlet and 1 in... Is it 3 regions? 2 in ZOC, 1 in Bleak Inlet, 1 in Ash Canyon. Yeah, it's those 3. What's nice about the one in Bleak Inlet is you don't need to get into the workshop to get it. It's in the cannery, but not in the workshop. Fortunately. I really need to fix my hatchet. My hatchet's not doing well. Unless I have another one. Oh, I have a sewing kit. Oh my god. Also, your woodworking tools might duplicate. Just by using them. But it started with 8 kilograms of salt, and there's more than 8 kilograms of salt in there somehow.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't know. I actually don't even know if they get used, like, condition-wise. I have no idea. I kind of wish Sutherland had one that he could sell you. Like, it'd be expensive, but at the very least you can get one from him. New respect for all the decorating I did for the podcast set. It's very time consuming. Yeah. And then imagine if he actually had to craft it all or find it. If you have a list of the decorations, I would love to have that list because it's really hard to figure out like which numbers actually give you a decoration, like a safe house decoration. I know there's videos probably on it, but I'm too lazy to look at the videos. Oh, someone subscribed, but the sound won't play, obviously. There, I unmuted it. One more. Gonna swim to Sutherland's boat and live with him. Oh, he won't like that. He might shoot you on sight. Okay. Can we fix this? Can't believe I had these sewing kits the whole time. That's a sewing kit. Okay. Probably don't need all those bullets. I don't really need these anymore. It's a lot of food. A lot of food. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have... No one's made a list of them yet. Like, on paper or in a document or something. I'm just sleeping on the floor. Too lazy to go upstairs. He deserves it for making you walk 500 miles with heavy lead batteries. I mean, you didn't need to buy that thing, but you wanted to. But I agree, though. The lead battery requirement is so annoying. Especially for the recipe cards, which we did for this challenge. I had to do 4 of those battery trades. Fun. No, 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 go to bed. Thinking lately new age of cable TV subscriptions are coming over. I don't know what subscription is worth it. Honestly, I don't think any of them are. If you have Amazon Prime, you have access to Prime Video. I'm lucky I have Hulu for free, technically, through Spotify, but it's like an old student deal that I have. I still pay the full price for Spotify, but I get Hulu through that, as long as I keep paying, which sucks, because Spotify is getting annoyingly expensive. They just increased the price for the 3rd year in a row. Yeah, Cass was talking about Tubi, and then Pluto TV. Those are free. If you just need to sign up with an account, and that's it. They pay for it through ads, which honestly, that's bearable. I can do that if it's free. I wish they would advertise themselves more. Netflix is very notorious for moving their shows on their platform, so I don't know about that. What are the other ones? Disney Plus? Disney Plus is about to consume Hulu, so Hulu's kind of going away, sadly. Which I wonder what that means for my Hulu Spotify deal. Is it gonna go the way of the dodo? Probably. Who knows? Okay. Let's go get the rest of that stuff. Disney Plus is meh. Yeah, I'm not a Disney person, so I don't really care that much for it. Oh, you don't Tubi in your country? I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Oh, yeah. I need to confirm that this bear is here. Isn't there a chance that it doesn't spawn? If this bear didn't spawn here, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, it's here. Just needed to make sure. Yeah, Pluto is also free. Same deal as Tubi. You get your stuff on DVD still? And then digital movies, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw, like, a rack with DVDs or Blu-rays on it. It's probably been a while. It's been at least like 4 years since you ever go to like a Walmart or something like that, and they have like a giant box full of Blu-rays and DVDs that no one wants, but they're like super cheap because they're trying to get rid of them. I feel like I haven't seen those since the pandemic. I feel like the pandemic might have been what killed the DVD/Blu-ray. I think Blu-ray is still obviously being used for like game discs. Like even that's going away slowly over time. But I feel like the pandemic is when the era of physical media for TV and movies has basically just disappeared. I haven't seen any like physical media for TV or movies in years, I feel. Maybe I'm just not looking, or it's just gone. I don't know. I have no idea. But Sony's single-handedly keeping Blu-ray alive at this point, I feel. Because like they're doing the best in general in terms of game sales. And so they're going to be using more Blu-rays than anyone else, but also they own, you know, the technology for that.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, we got more stuff out here too. Your country used to have DVDs? Oh, interesting. In some stores. Yeah. Here in the US, it's pretty much gone. Fine, we'll do one trip the regular route. Just so we don't have to come back. Ooh, I am over encumbered. We don't need these. Don't need that. This is a bit excessive. I don't know why I brought the rifle. I didn't even need to bring the rifle. Drop these. Drop. Drop. There. Okay. We'll just leave that there. It's not necessary. I think it might be time to go back to Carterdam / Mr. Like. Yeah, vinyl for sure is still pretty strong still. It's making a rebound, and Taylor Swift is 99.9% of the reason why. We can thank her for keeping the vinyl industry alive. Not saying that that's a good thing or a bad thing, because she's become a billionaire specifically because of the massive variety of merch she makes, specifically vinyl, like record versions or whatever, record variants. It's really scummy in my opinion, but like, hey, people are paying for it. They're obviously, Taylor is not necessarily at fault for that. If the people keep buying it, then she's gonna keep doing it. Hey buddy, oh come back, I wanna give you a hug. Where is Sketchy in the ice caves? I always forget. Sketchy's in one of the 2 ice cave systems in HRV, and I never remember which one it is. I think it's the southern one. Yeah, I think it's the southern ice cave system. But he's somewhere in there. Just have a lit torch and you'll be fine. Over 360, so you watch movies on. Oh, you still watch movies on your 360? That's crazy. Your Walmart still has the sacrificial movie pin? That's incredible. I love that. Your Walmart has record discs? I'm assuming you mean vinyl records? Interesting. I have some vinyls myself. Nothing too special. Just a couple that I wanted to pick up when I had money to spend on. Some albums that are really important for me. They're just sitting up there collecting dust. I don't even have a record player. I feel like 90% of people that buy records nowadays don't even own a record player because they just do it for collection. And that's like the best part of vinyl coming back, is most people are just doing it for collection. They're not even buying it to play the record. See, I want more decorations like that, so we're gonna have to go to Carter for that. There's a couple things like that. I know BlackRock would have some stuff like that too, but I'm not going to BlackRock for that. That's a bit much. Oh, let me take this out. That's 2 kilograms.
Not sure I can carry much more.
I'll bring some coal with me for the trip. We gotta do something about that for sure. Do that right now. Put one of those away. Put those away. Oh, hold on to 2 just in case. Oh, I gotta wear that. Excuse me. That sweater. Yeah, there's the 2 posters in Carter as well. I'll take a quick look in camp office to grab what I can. Maybe trappers. Let's add to the never-ending pile of food. Where did I put my water pile? Did I put it in the box over here? I think I did. No. Oh, no, we're good. Let's get out of here after a brief nap. Climbing up and down a rope is tiring. I'm afraid to the Dark Walker that Hinterland comes out with episode 5 soundtrack. I agree. I really hope so. They also need to get the Far Territory soundtrack out as well. I want those songs so that I can put them in the videos. And I can record them in game, it's just they're not going to be as good of a quality. Because you can mute everything but the music if you wanted to. Oh, but also with this music bug It's very unreliable to try to record the music. Recently played through and beat I Am Your Beast. I loved it. What is it about? Please share the details. Not thirsty. Listen, you. You better start drinking that coffee. Weird. I don't know why I'm bringing the rifle with me. I'm gonna drop it off in the maintenance yard. We only need it for this region so that we can hunt the few remaining animals we need. We need the bear, we need a moose. Maybe I'll bring it with me. Because now that I think about it, if I run into a moose in Mystery Lake, I can kill it there, grab some of the meat. How much do I need moose? I need 1 kilogram of moose. So I just carry the kilogram of moose with me, and that's it. I haven't had any luck with the moose here so far. So I guess we'll just bring this with. Fingers crossed I don't get broken ribs. Or broken everything else. Imagine if the moose stepped on your skull. I feel like it would go right through. Your old apartment, there was an old record player that was meant to be fixed decades ago. Oh wow. It's just missing a few small parts. Interesting. Why didn't you ever fix it? Former Spec Ops and military general tries to get you to do one last job for the 6th time, so you refuse and start killing his men looking for you. What? Oh, that's the description of the game you're talking about. Got it, got it. I see. I was about to say, wait, what are we talking about here? This doesn't make sense. No, it makes sense. My favorite song! I love this one. This is the one where Grandmother tells Will about Lily. It's a very big sad moment in the game. That's a description, alright, yeah. I should rest. Of course. How cold is it? Now that I think about it, we should rest until morning. Because we're going to go through the muskeg. Unless we have a lot of coffee. Plus energy drinks. We'll go. And now that I know you can go both ways at the avalanche here, it makes it a lot easier to get back. Thanks, stars. Okay. Speaking of drinking. I'm a very thirsty toast. I will have to go to drink a little bit. I'm so thirsty, I'm gonna rehydrate my toast into bread. That's not how that works, but you know what I mean. Life happened, moved to a different city, got it. So you have another apartment, like you pay for both places that you live in, or have under your name? So you still own that other apartment, I guess? You just don't live there anymore? Interesting. Obviously, we live in different countries, so I don't know how things work over there where you are. Which I don't know where you are. And that's totally fine. If you don't want to share that, that's okay. But yeah, I'm intrigued though. We got the wolf. Hey, look, gameplay. Kind of, not really. We're just walking. Hey, look, walking simulator. Oh, everyone go. You should go watch Kirk's Silent Misery videos. They're very entertaining. They're good to listen in the background. I think it was today's episode, had an excellent moment that is absolutely worth watching. You should go watch his Silent Misery videos. I think I accidentally skipped part 2 though, because I realized I was watching part 3 today, and I have not watched episode 2. I gotta watch that, I guess. But I've been enjoying those videos, Kirk, a lot. Oh, your family owns it. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I guess I'm gonna steal the spotlight here from Stars. You can go watch the video as well if you want to. But you can go this rock, this avalanche, if you did not know. From this side. So we obviously get up the rock here. You might have to run across a little bit here and there. There. And there. And you're up another level. You keep doing the same thing until you find the point where the rock lets you climb up. And there you go. You have successfully go to the avalanche here. It's a handy little tip that I got from Stars' Broken Railroad video. Go check that video out. Have you recorded part 4 yet of that? I'm trying to figure out what your time frame is. Like, do you have the next video recorded by the time you upload one? I kind of want to get back into doing that, but a lot of videos to do already this month. I have 3 of them planned. The first one is the highlight video for the last month and a half. And then after that is a Black Frost video. I'm going to be finally covering the additional screenshots and concept art that we got after the announcement for Black Frost. And then the last one, which will be coming out at the very end of the month, is a surprise. I'm not sharing what that one is because it's an extra special video coming out just before episode 5 releases. The date that it comes out will make sense, so obviously I'll explain it in the video. So the last video, so the third video of the month will be on the very end of the month. Just so you know, that's planned. That's set in stone. The Black Rock one will hopefully be out sometime next week. The Black Rock ones are easier because it's just the script, and those are shorter usually than the Long Dark ones because it's all speculative. The audio is easier to edit. And then it's just background, the Long Dark video footage, whatever. And then I'll put some pictures on screen, and that's about it. It's a lot easier to edit those. So that should hopefully be out sometime next week. You recorded it 15 minutes after finishing the third one. Okay, got it. Do you think new trailer for episode will come out soon? Yes, Raphael did say that there will be a new trailer. Well, he says a lot of things. He said there was supposed to be a dev diary in December, like a proper one. That didn't happen. We may get one this month. Who knows? We might get one after episode 5 releases. But for sure, we're getting another trailer. He did say that there's going to be a proper trailer. Because what we got in November was a teaser trailer. It's not a proper trailer. It's more of a teaser. Like what we got for the announcement for Black Frost, that's a teaser. We'll eventually get a proper teaser before an actual trailer. Sometime later this year, I'm assuming. Hopefully. I really hope that Black Frost comes out sooner than we think. Like December of this year. Because I don't know how much longer I can hold out on just the Long Dark and the odd Black Ross video, because I've stretched the barrel so thin at this point. I've scraped the bottom and then scraped the wood off the bottom for things to talk about. And I've been doing that for a solid year, because last year all we had was the few remaining lore topics I had from Sutherland's Tale, which was the preppers. I made a couple videos on the preppers, and that was it. And after that, all I was doing was just finishing up any topics I didn't cover. I did the Tall Tales from episode 3. I think we had the buffer memories of Timberwolf and Ash Canyon. I guess there weren't buffer memories for Ash Canyon, but the notes, you know what I mean, the lore for those regions, and that was it. And I think those were the only actual lore videos for episode 5, or for the game last year. Oh, and the gold rush one, and that was it. The gold rush one was the last one for like 6 months. That was the last actual lore video I did for the Long Dark for 6 or 7 months, until I did the Far Territory one, which came out last month. I'm stretching this so thin that I'm running out of things to do. So I'm hoping that episode 5 will last me a good while, like a couple months, maybe through the summer. But after that, I'm kind of scared. What am I gonna do? Because Raft isn't exactly doing the numbers that the Long Dark is, and it's probably for a good reason. Raft is definitely a little more popular than Long Dark. It definitely went more mainstream than the Long Dark. It's a similar... Ignore the bear. It's a similar indie developer survival game, I guess. But the Long Dark had... Raft had the co-op side that kind of helped it take off a bit more. But yeah, the algorithm just doesn't favor Raft. At least not for my channel. That being said, you should go watch those videos if you haven't already. There's 6 of them on the channel right now. And I'm slowing production down on that at this point, because I can't afford to have like back-to-back Raft, because it's killing the channel slowly. I just want to be done with it ASAP, but I can't do that, because then the channel will lose a lot of traction, I guess. Have I done one for the Archive Challenge? No. Archivist? You mean the challenge, the in-game challenge? Because that's just collecting the buffer memories, right? No, I haven't done that. No, I have done that on stream. Yeah, I think I did it. I might not have done it on stream, but I've done the challenge before. But I've covered all the buffer memories at this point, every single one. Multiple times, even. In some cases. The challenges are not canon, from what I understand. Because the hunted for sure is not canon, because the old bear is still alive. And it's seemingly post First Flare. Unless it happens between episode 1 and when Will arrives in episode 2. But I doubt it. So no, the hunted is definitely not canon. Whiteout, you could say it's canon, but obviously our survival character is not Will or Astrid canonically. That's what Raphael has said before. So it could be canon. It could be just a random survivor that's trying to survive. But the what was the story behind that? Behind that, the whiteout challenge, is that there was like a weather report before the lights went out, something like that. Now that I think about it, I don't think that one can be canon. Maybe, I don't know. Hopeless Rescue, that could be canon. But again, it's a different survivor. It's not us, technically. It's not Will or Astrid. Darkwalker, hella not canon. Absolutely not. What are the other ones? Archivists, As the Dead Sleep. Yeah, I mean, some of them could be canon, if you think of it as like a challenge that some other person is having to deal with, but not canon as in Will and Astrid are, doing whatever is happening in those challenges. But for sure, the Hunted is not canon, and the Darkwalker is not canon. Because what I remember from the lore about like dealing with weather specifically before everything went down, there was a blizzard a couple days before, and it was like a raging blizzard, like continuous, before episode 5. Or episode 5. Before Wintermute, I guess. And then there was another one weeks before. Like, these big blizzards that they were not expecting super early. If it's November at the start of Wintermute, then it's... I think it's like... I want to say September when that first big blizzard hits. And then there's another one like a couple days before. I mean, we can see it's blizzarding when the plane approaches the island. In the first cutscene, well, the episode 1 cutscene. And then there's the weather report from Grandmother, from her house, that says that there's supposed to be more blizzards coming. But you usually can only really tell how bad the weather's gonna be like a week in advance, maybe 2 weeks. That's about it. And then Father Thomas does mention that it's mostly just his intuition. Like he has the experience to know when the weather gets bad and it's the time of year. So he knew it would get bad, but like, you know, normal bad, not like the sun is dying and the climate might be shifting bad. That's, you know, again, that's just my theory for what's happening. But anything to do with the sun will likely affect the climate. So that may mean more blizzards. Maybe that's where whiteout is coming in. The sun, because the sun is, you know, having its, you know, midlife crisis or whatever. It's actually shifting the climate as Astrid is suggesting. And is causing more blizzards.
There's something you don't see in a toilet every day.
Okay. Yikes. What'd you see in the toilet, bud? So yeah, maybe whiteout is canon, but I don't know. It could be. Is there really nothing here? Well, there's this, but we don't need big paintings. We need smaller ones. Can't take that, unfortunately. It's not a decoration, that's a note. Can't take that. Take these. Oh wait, I can take... Oh no, I can't take these. Lame. Not cool. Can I hang this up anywhere? I think they can fit. Dreamcatcher? Why not? I think we already have that one, but that's fine. No, we don't need that. I don't remember this being here. But obviously I would have had to move this at one point. Because I did that Polaroid challenge and that's where we put the pictures. Anyways. Can leave these here. I'm not in the modded files right now. I'm not going to use mods until the end of this. Because I do need to need to use mods to remove an item from the world because it's not interactable for some reason in Safe House. We already have a deer skull. I don't want to bring another one. It's kind of heavy too. We'll go to Carter, yeah, to get the lights, maybe some lamps. Why am I doing that? There's a bed right here. Lights, lamps, the posters that I'm missing. I can hear Sutherland downstairs. I keep forgetting we're in Pilgrim. We can just sleep the full 12 hours. Just a couple more decor. Unfortunately, I may have to craft some things. Which is not ideal because it's time consuming and in the game and in real life because we have to go collect the wood for that. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd thought about the decorations ahead of time because then I would have picked up the lights in the airfield as well. Yeah, he does that every Aurora. We're not talking to him for reasons. I don't know how I feel about the dying sun theory. It makes me think of Outer Wilds. Well, in the Outer Wilds, it doesn't make sense too much the way that works because from what I understand is, ooh, meat. Oh, I have like actual like cooked food here. What the hell? It's like the final day or whatever before the actual sun explodes or whatever, something like that. I have to play it. My friend wants me to play it. The one that I talked, my astrophysics friend, the one that I talked to about Wintermute and what the first flare might be. He wants me to play Outer Wilds. I have it. I need to play it at some point. See, realistically, when a star is dying, it doesn't just die one day randomly. It goes in phases. So like right now our star in real life, our sun, is in its early stage of life. It's only a couple billion years old or whatever. At some point when it reaches like the midpoint, that's when it starts to actively die because it's running out of fuel. So it turns into a red giant, and depending on the size of the star, it might become a super red giant, where it expands outwards. In that case, it would consume the Earth, technically. But again, we're talking about billions of years, so we're very far from that. Even if the sun were entering that pre-red giant phase, like today, it would take many, many millions of years for that to actually, like, complete the transformation. And that's well before it actually, you know, contracts into either a neutron star or a black hole or a supernova or whatever. Whatever stars do when they die, they go boom at some point. I don't know. But this is a giant geological, astronomical timescale. Not even geological, astronomical timescale. We will be long dead before the red giant even happens. Humanity will probably die well before. But like in terms of this game, what I'm thinking is that the sun is entering a new phase of its life that is triggering all of the geomagnetic storms that it's spewing out. Its energy output is changing, which will, you know, not only affect the climate, but it's also affecting the magnetic field, which in turn is affecting, you know, life, because some organisms do require the magnetic field in order to migrate and stuff like that. But there's another component that's been bothering me, and it's still unexplained. The whole electrical disturbance. Like, it doesn't really make sense, I guess. We can clearly tell that the ionosphere is still intact. It's still there because we can send radio signals out during the auroras. But I'm guessing there's some kind of lingering electrical or electromagnetic disturbance around the planet that's muting the magnetic field. I'm guessing that if we had a compass out in our hand in the game, it wouldn't really work. It probably would get... I figured that maybe like local sources of iron deposits would probably interrupt your compass and you know, be stronger than the actual magnetic field. We're still alive, obviously. There has to be a magnetic field out there in order for us to be alive right now. Otherwise, the radiation that the magnetic field blocks would have cooked us by now. So the Earth is still alive. Like, the Earth's internal systems are still alive. I don't think there's anything that the sun could do to stop that. other than blowing up or consuming the Earth or whatever. So obviously the magnetic field is still there. The ionosphere is still there. But during the auroras, we have what do you call it? Induction, I think? Electricity is being induced through the atmosphere. And anything that has a connection to a power line or conductive material, like a wire made of copper, will create an energy flow, but outside of that, it doesn't. That is one of the lingering mysteries that hasn't been resolved or explained yet, and I hope it does, because that shouldn't happen. That's the thing about the Quiet Apocalypse that's really weird and leans more towards the science fiction side rather than the science side, is electricity should still be flowing, but it's not. And it's being generated by the auroras. That makes sense. That actually can happen in real life. But it's the electrical disturbance that's kind of preventing things from working that is unexplained. Everything makes some sort of sense if you look at the real life science to it, because it's all based on real science. The Carrington event, which I talked about in a recent short, is basically our look into the first flare, but the first flare is much worse. The dying sun theory kind of explains why this event happened, but we still have that lingering electrical disturbance that hasn't been explained, and I don't know if there's any science to that. It must just be a creative liberty they took. Should have brought a power light source. Darn. Oh well. I hope that all makes sense, right? Aurora Borealis at this time of year, etc., etc. Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. Yeah, if there was no magnetic field, the atmosphere would get stripped away slowly over time. We would get ultra cooked because of the radiation. There'd be more auroras, obviously, because of all the charged particles flying around. The auroras would be happening globally, which I think is actually probably what's happening when an aurora hits. Oops. When an aurora hits in the game universe, I assume it's a global phenomena. I totally forgot to check this. Map? Show me world map. Is Vancouver Island... No. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not showing this because it's showing my current location. Jesus Christ. Oh, I guess I need like a non-flat map. I need the lines on the map as well. Yeah. So, Harmont is much further north than Great Bear Island. Because Great Bear Island is supposed to be a replacement for Vancouver Island, and Harmont is supposed to take place in northern Ontario. So northern Ontario will be much higher in latitude, so it would be closer to the normal range for... I think the music stopped. Nope. The normal range for auroras, but I think it's a global thing that's happening. It's definitely not just in the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, like the northern half of the hemisphere, the edges of the hemispheres. It's the whole world on the night side of the Earth, I guess. Which, that's another thing I've been wondering. Why don't the auroras happen during the day? Like, I know technically you wouldn't be able to see them, but like,
This stuff will come in handy.
you would still have the effects of the aurora during the day, right? It doesn't make sense. It might be so that the player doesn't get overwhelmed with auroras during the day and the night, I guess. But like, I think canonically, realistically speaking, scientifically speaking, there should be auroras during the day as well. At least the effects of them. You wouldn't be able to see the aurora, obviously. But the effects, the electricity being charging everything up, the wolves behaving weirdly, worse than normal, etc. That should all be happening during the day as well. It's not like the sun is specifically sending out these storms and hitting on the Earth at night. I think it's a gameplay thing. I think canonically, there should technically be auroras at night, or during the day. Have you seen the film Sunshine? It's about the sun dying. No, I have not. And there's another one that came out not long ago, based on the similar same topic, I think. Was it Don't Look Up? I think it was Don't Look Up. Yeah. Yeah, Don't Look Up is the one I was thinking of, I think. I don't remember when that came out. Like I said, when we're talking about the sun dying, we're talking about astronomical scale of billions of years. Humans will not be alive in billions of years, I guarantee it. So we won't see when the actual sun dies. But it's kind of like a phase, I guess, in the sun's life cycle. Where it's run out of the normal fuel that it uses to, you know, stay ignited. And then it converts to a different type of fuel. I think it, like, goes from hydrogen to helium or something. I don't know. It starts burning a different gas, essentially. Or element. I don't know how useful these lamps will be. But I'll bring them with. I figured the wall decor here would be kind of lame. But the lamps, the posters will be helpful, the lights. This, that. Yeah, see, this is why I wish we could go to Black Rock. A coffee machine would be great, but this is not the one that I would like for that. There's a different model that has the coffee pot attached to it. I'll bring it, but, like, that's not the right one, unfortunately. Oh, shit. Ah! Scary. Okay. I think we got what we came for. Actually, I'll go check the other side of the dam. See if there's any anything good over there in the break room area. I'll outlast all of you and watch the sun pop like a balloon. That's hilarious. How do you think humans will go extinct? Oh, World War, for sure. I mean, are we not essentially in World War III right now? Basically. We're like on the doorsteps of World War III, which is scary to think about. The clock that the doomsday clock is what they call it, that they use to tell like how close humanity is to annihilation, is they update it every few years.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Have you heard of the phrase minutes to midnight? Yeah, that's where we are, but now we're within like I think it's 2 minutes. So they use the final 15 minutes on the clock to tell like how far we are from annihilation. Obviously, like 15 minutes away from midnight is, you know, normal. The world is stable. And then midnight is the end of the world. We have been minutes away from midnight for a long time. For decades, probably. I mean, the Cold War didn't help, for sure. We are, I think, within 2 minutes of midnight. Like, almost a minute. We are super close. And of course, not to bring politics into this, but of course, people all over the world vote for the wrong people to be in charge. That's all I'll say. It's gonna be World War III. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens in our lifetime. Vote for dumb people that don't know how to actually rule a country. Or like, you know, represent its people correctly. And then you get stupid shit like, well, as you've seen in the last 2 months, I've tried to avoid it as much as possible for anxiety reasons. But it's hard to avoid when your government does stupid shit. The lighting out here is a little weird. Are my visual enhancements bugging out? No, they're all on. Why does Carter Dam look like it's 10 years old? Graphics wise. Stop by the Orca, we've got a coffee pot in stock. I might have to steal it. You feel uncomfortable by the topic? I know. That's why we don't like to talk about that stuff anymore. Coffee pot? Oh, you can't bring microwaves. Lame. You can bring a radio. Damn, some break room this is. They don't even have a coffee pot. Oh, but Robert Clark? Oh yeah, he can have a coffee pot in his office. Sure, why not? But no one else gets coffee. What a asshole of a boss. Oh, you know where I can find a coffee pot, maybe? The trailer's outside the dam. Okay. I think we're good here. Anyone have any lamp around here? No lamp? Starting to sound like a moth. Yo, you got any lamp? And every time I think of that meme with the moth asking for lamp, I only hear it in the voice of Nathan Fillion. His voice from Rick and Morty when he played the bug alien thing that was interrogating Rick. It's the same voice every time. I can only hear Nathan Fillion as that specific alien.
I think I can use this.
That's the voice I hear when I think about the moth asking for lamp meme. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I hope so. I'm gonna bring another knife because our knife is gonna get shredded to bits when doing all this cooking. Are there any ingredients out here that I need besides meat? I'm gonna go get a drink real quick so I can take a short break. I'll be right back. No ad. You know Nathan Fillion from Firefly? Yeah. From Firefly. He's in that show The Rookie. He was in Destiny. He was in Halo. Guy's all over the place. Got a good voice. At this point, I think I've kind of stopped doing the ads entirely from the streams, and not really noticed a difference in ad revenue. So you know what? I think we'll keep it that way. Resident Evil Vendetta. I didn't see Vendetta on there. Anything in here? I stood up again, by the way. Oh, which means I gotta move this. Can I take this? Lame. That's a microwave? It looks more like a conventional oven. Nadia's gotta go. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, there's a lamp. Yeah, there's a coffee pot with the pot. Coffee machine with the pot. That's what I meant to say. I have I have actually had to use the dev console to bring that up for something I'm working on. But the actual the one that I want is not here. Did I check in here? Maybe there's a coffee pot in here. Of all places. No, probably not in the control room. Okay. Let's go check the trailers. What drink did I get? I got a... Not a fan of the flavor. It's not bad, it's just not interesting enough. Cherry, lime, LaCroix. I spilled it all over the place. I miss my mouth. Yeah, I thought it would be interesting because the lime flavor they have is really good. But I think anything cherry flavor for them, it's just like not good. And I know like cherry blossom doesn't taste like cherry, but for some reason their cherry in this cherry lime tastes like the cherry blossom. And the cherry blossom flavor is like medicine. It's gross. We've got a spillage in the village. That's hilarious. Okay, there definitely is going to be a coffee machine in one of these trailers. I would love to get back to Broken Railroad today, but we'll see. Nothing. Nothing of interest. My dear grandma has a funky microwave like that. Oh, it must be an older model of microwave. Like one that resembles more of a conventional oven. My shoulder. My arm! My arm! Oh, they don't have one here. Of course someone stole it. It's been 3 decades since this place got abandoned. It was the Briar House boys. They're just down the road. Let's go check. Let's go check the Briar House clear cut trailers. Look, here's the evidence. I'm a bit tired, but we got coffee. Alright. We'll check the trailers over there, and then I think we'll probably call it quits there and head back home. But if we can get the coffee machine, that'd be perfect. I would love a microwave, but it's impossible without mods. Maybe we could do that when we're done with this and have cooked everything and we can do the final touches with the mods. I don't want to open this now with the mods because it could break the file. Hello. I'm not going to pronounce that. Hold on. Tanui? Never mind. I have to. Tanui, maybe? Yeah, let me know if that's how you pronounce it. If not, I'm sorry. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? What is this challenge? So this challenge, there's an achievement in the game called Tasting Menu that requires you to cook, I think, at least 9 recipes. They added it when they added the new recipes. So there's technically 13, but you only need to cook 9 of them, the unique ones. So this is that, but I have to cook all of the recipes. But on top of that, I also have to cook even the regular stuff, like the things that didn't require a recipe card, and also one of each meat and fish, and one of each of the coffees and teas. So I'm basically cooking one of everything that can be cooked, not things that can be warmed up. So it does not include like the canned foods that can be warmed up on a fire. That's not really cooking. But like making soup or pie or coffee, cooking meat or fish, that sort of thing. We're doing all of that. One of each. We have our list of ingredients here. And we also need to do a little safe house and transform the hunting lodge and broken railroad into a bed and breakfast type place. Obviously with an open kitchen because the kitchen is attached to the place. So we will need to do some safe house customization and craft some stuff as well. I do need to make a new table and some chairs to match probably. Because we have a lot of room in there. We could add another table. But yeah, that's the challenge. We had to find all the recipe cards first, obviously. Then gather all the ingredients. And then do some safe house customization. And then cook everything. I think we already have that one. Right now I'm trying to gather some decorations for the place. And then we can move on to cooking. And I'm looking for a coffee machine, but they're not easy to find. And it has to be the right model. It can't be the one without the coffee pot. Because that's going to look weird. I didn't grab that lamp, did I? No. Hey, how's it going? Very cool. I watched one MasterChef challenge. I like your approach of doing it all. Yeah, that's... Everyone has their different versions of cooking challenges and all that. This is mine, and I like it a lot. This one's on Pilgrim too, because I need to de-stress for mental health reasons. It's been helping a lot, actually. After this, though, we can probably start doing challenges in Stalker again. I don't know about Interloper. I think we're gonna retire Interloper for a little bit, because we could go back to that Interloper challenge I was doing before, but we kind of restarted it, and so honestly I think I might just like put that to rest for now. Kind of heavy. Oh, that's fine. Damn, nothing. Well, never know. What are the odds that there's one in the lookout tower? Straight to silent misery? No, please no. What are the odds that there's one up there? Probably not very high. It's kind of on the way home. And by that I mean on the way to camp office. My leg? Please? My leg? Oh god, my leg. My leg, my leg, my leg. It's up there somewhere. It's hard to get up to from this side. No, Castle. We're gonna do it your way. We're gonna do your challenge your way. Oh, did you want me to do it in Interloper initially? Oh my god.
My leg!
You trying to kill me?
My leg!
Only fish in Interloper? You're gonna find out very quickly that balance is needed for challenges like this. I'm only doing this in Pilgrim because I needed to for mental health reasons. You could easily do this in Stalker. It might just be a little more challenging trying to gather all the ingredients, like the right amount of potatoes and carrots and stuff like that. Canned peaches. Need a lot of those. How many do we need? 3 cans of peaches, 8 carrots, 10 potatoes. A lot of rose hips and well, rose hips and mushrooms are not hard to find. I think it's... Ooh. Okay. Oh, I hate getting up here. It's so annoying. Like, sure, let's use this 80-degree wall to get up to this watchtower. Why not? Makes sense. Custom Voyager? Oh no, yeah. We'll see. I wanna take a good look at everything and contemplate on what we'll do for difficulty. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not trying to catch these. If I'm gonna catch ptarmigans for meat, I'm gonna do it over there. Hello, Borb. I got a screenshot of it. Without the HUD and everything. Haha, got one. Is it too late to amend my submission for Anna the Vegan? Oh shit, that wasn't with the camera. Fuck. Oh yeah, speaking of which, has there been any word on that being finalized, Kirk? I'm sure I'll get an email about that at some point, but if I win, but I doubt it. I don't know if they'll send an email saying that the challenge has been tabulated and all that. It was worth a shot. Oh, a proper sewing kit. Thank you. We're on Pilgrim and I couldn't find one of those. Okay. Might as well rest. Hello, CD. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. You're here for the final, like, half hour or so? So does episode 5 explain the illness and perseverance mills? No, it should explain it. Yeah, that's one of the things that they said that they will talk about. They have to, kind of. It'd be a weird cliffhanger for sure. Especially if they're not coming back to Great Bear Island at any point in the future. But yeah, episode 5 should wrap up everything, hopefully. That's the plan, I'm assuming. You're doing well? That's good to hear. You have not been told yet? Okay. We'll go back down and rest in camp office, I guess. I don't think Jeremiah had a coffee pot, so we're just gonna skip that. Yeah, we're just gonna skip trappers. Because all I really want is the coffee machine with the proper model. But the one I have I'll accept for now. Maybe I'll add them in with mods. I just need to find the code for that. I should have written it down. I'm gonna be working on a project that's gonna require a lot of modding, so I'm gonna start writing down codes for things in a document. The decoration specifically. Not sure why, but they don't have like a list of names for the decorations in the game and the dev console. They only have numbers that are attached to those items. Whereas you can like pull up the dev console and type in gear list and it'll give you the name of all the gear items, like the items you can pick up like normal. But safe house stuff you can't. It's like a number. And if you don't know that number, you can't find that item and spawn it in. You'd have to go find it in the world and grab it. It's so weird how they set that up. I know Lythar has some videos on those codes, but not exactly a fan of them for reasons. So I'll bite the dust and probably watch their video. Going for a nice Sunday stroll, I see. Alright. Take it easy. Kirk's gonna make a video on that, right? Right, Kirk? You better do it, or someone else is gonna do it. There's a very easy way to set up mods, and I can tell you how it works now. It's super simple. Hopefully you're computer literate enough to understand what I'm going to say. So you go to your game files. You can do that from Steam and then browse. It'll take you. There's an option to take you to the folder where the game files are. You copy the entire folder of the files onto your desktop, and then you throw the mods into that folder. Don't throw it into the Steam files. Throw it into the copy that's going on your desktop. That will act as a different version of the game. And then when you start adding mods, you just throw it into the right folder in that set of files. And that's it. And then you can run 2 different instances of the Long Dark. One that's the Steam version that's not modded, and then the copy that's on your desktop that has the mod folder in there. It's not that bad. But yeah, I'm saying, Kirk, you got to make that video because I think it would do very well. All you got to do is just to tell people, explain like in the simplest words how to make the copy. It's super easy, but like, you know, some people might not be computer literate enough to understand what you're talking about unless they see it visually. How how to find the file, like location for the game folder, copy that folder, and then put it on your desktop, and then start putting mods in there. Essentially, it's super easy. Kirk showed me how to do it in like what 10 minutes. He showed me how to put in like 2 mods. I think the essential mods you need for the dev console, and I've added like 6 more mods since then by myself. I don't know I did that. You're on it. Next video, Kirk tells you how to shows you how to mod Long Dark without breaking your game. Damn it! Oh, you don't have it on Steam? What are you on console? Because you can't mod on console. If you're on Epic or GOG for some reason, I don't know if modding will work. I'm not entirely sure. Damn it. The old man can still do things. Thank you, Kirk. Oh, you only have it on Epic. Oh, yeah, that might be a problem. I don't know if you can mod on Epic. I really don't.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
That's why. I'm a little over encumbered. A little bit. I'll drop these so at the very least I can run. Oh, good. Wind direction is in my favor. Who's Lythar? Content creator for the Long Dark. They mostly focus on modding. I knew I should have dropped the rifle. Oh well. You have 80 active mods? Jesus, how's the game still working? My game will break with the game closed and no mods installed. This game is like held on by duct tape and glue at this point before you mod it. You will buy it on Steam? Just wait a couple weeks. The spring sale is on the way. Sometime in late March, I think. Which would be a good opportunity for Hinterland to put the game on sale and advertise episode 5 and all that, I guess. Part of me thinks that maybe that's why they chose the last day of the month. It's like it's to give them enough time to get it out, and then it's also done and out for the spring sale. I don't know if the spring sale lasts long enough, but it also could be like a queue thing, like quarter thing. They're not technically a publicly traded company, but like, I don't know. They probably budget a certain amount of money for certain quarters, and if they can get, you know, some extra money out at the end of the quarter. Actually, no, none of that makes sense because again, they're not publicly traded. It's also the end of the quarter, so like the final day of the quarter. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why they released it on that particular day. I don't know. No idea. You're off this week? Well, you better start recording some videos with Jitwire. I'm expecting daily uploads on the Survivor's Corner channel next week. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, yeah, this is a good opportunity to do that. For sure. I think I need a code word for this project that I'm working on, because I need to tell you about it, Kirk. Yeah, I need to update you on this this project that you know about. Also, I keep forgetting about the other project that I've been working on. I need to start working on it. The big one. The big one is coming in like 4 months. The history of the Long Dark is what I'm talking about. That the big one is the history video. How long was the Far Territory one? Like 18 minutes. The history of the Long Dark is gonna be like 3 times that long, as that one. Probably 4. It's a long one. The script is horrendously long. I don't want to think about it. I expect daily streams from you. No, I can't. I need my breaks. You're lucky I don't take 3 days off a week. Daily streams. No, you're talking about me, Kirk, not you. Unless you want to do daily streams. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm already dreading the 31st because I know I will probably be doing 2 streams that day. 3 or 4 hours each. Just to blast through episode 5. Actually, I think the smarter thing to do on the 31st, assuming the update comes out like in the morning, we could stream in the afternoon for like 4 hours or 5 hours or something like that. Get a good chunk of episode 5 done. I can eat dinner and then start writing the first few videos. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Start writing the first few videos in place of this second stream, which would be the normal stream time. That way maybe I can have something out on the 1st of April. That's an option. I don't know. Yeah, go subscribe to both channels. Especially the podcast. The podcast is so close to 1,000. It's getting there. Where are you at, Kirk? We also need to get Kirk to 1,000 as well. Kirk's at 578. Come on, guys. Subscribe to Kirk. Please. Gun clicks. You better. Start subscribing. Yeah, you're like 890, something like that. Oh my goodness. Everyone go subscribe to Kirk and the podcast. Click Kirk's name and you can go to the channel directly there. I don't have the link for the Survivor's Corner. I should probably make a link. I should make a... Yeah, I'll make a Nightbot command for that. For the podcast channel at the very least. Since I will be more involved in it now with the roundtable show. Diner discussions. There we go, that's what it's called. Castle, you need to stop being so addicted to Satisfactory. It's not good for you. You're never going to be satisfied when it ends. Considering they try to fix cooking glitches by adding the last checkpoint button that you can't click because your game is already broken. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm confused. Oh yeah, you can post the links because you're a mod. I forgot about that. Now don't go too crazy there, Kirk. Keep it strictly YouTube. And Discord. But I already have a Discord. Well, I guess you can post your Discord channel as well for the podcast. That's fine. Haha, today I'm your boss. Just for today, though. Can't help it, I must save kittens and puppies. What game are you... You said you're playing Satisfactory? What do you mean kittens and puppies? What is this game about? I thought it was basically... what's that one game called? Factorio, but 3D? What are you talking about?
FBI, open up!
You didn't get me that time. I saw it happening. Spotify lags about 2 weeks behind the YouTube. Is there a reason for that? Also, I forgot you were putting them on Spotify. People keep telling me to make the videos for Spotify. I'm not gonna do that. They don't really translate to Spotify. A lot of the videos have a video element to it, a visual element to it. But I think I did talk about... I think the buffer memory videos could work in audio format. Because it's me just reading the notes and buffer memories and all that. As if, you know, I were the person that wrote it. It could work, but it's too much work. And then I would have to cut the audio. I have the original audio projects, but I don't want to have to cut all the audio for that into podcast episodes, essentially, for Spotify. Also, Spotify pays ass. It pays like nothing. Cooking glitch causes game to freeze when you try to cook a tea by adding two menus on top of another. Can't do anything about the lost progress. Happened to me. I don't think I know what glitch you're talking about. This must be new to me, I guess. I have had issues with the cooking menu, like bugging out, but there is a workaround for it. But no, that does not sound familiar to me, that bug that you're talking about. Oh, don't want to break a leg. This is the calmest I've ever seen the muskeg. By now the weather would have shifted twice in this trip. On a normal muskeg day. I hear the wolves. Marliz has to go. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Oh my god. So much walking. It looks like I'm walking because I'm pacing so that my feet don't hurt. It helps though. I gotta also work on posture, especially while standing. Ow, my fucking shoulder. Can we just get back to maintenance yard at the very least? I'm tired. I want to shower after this too. Ooh, I gotta take my medicine. This is the herbal one that I have. It smells like cheese, which is concerning. But my mom got it in Mexico, and it actually has been really helpful. I don't think I need food for this. Oh, it tastes like freaky cheese too. Ah. What does this have again? Valerian fruit and what was the other one? Passion flower? I don't know why those taste like cheese. That's disgusting. Taste and smell like cheese. Like nasty cheese. Ugh. Almost there. We're so close. Not really. Oh yeah, Kirk. Since you're here, any word on Jitwire and her move? Because I know we're waiting for her to be done to start that challenge. The handoff one, I think, right? Yeah, that one. Because I'm so excited for that. Oh boy. Oh my god.
I wonder if I can drop any of this.
The music is swelling right in time for me to crash out. We're in the 11th hour here. Look, can Google the Long Dark Frozen to look that up. Freezing, I think, is what you mean. Maybe. I don't know. It might come up with a lot of different results for the game freezing. Different bugs. Just cleaning up in details. Oh, that's good to hear. You I don't know if you're gonna do an announcement for that or anything like that, but I think you've talked about it in the last few weeks. No, never mind. It was a while ago when you talked about it, but you should do an announcement in the next episode of the podcast, like at the top of the hour, just to say that the handoff challenge will be starting soon, and see if content creators want to join, just to get the word out. But obviously, you got the Discord, but not everyone checks Discord. Oh. Gonna head out. Nice hanging out. Thank you, French Toast. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Have a good night. I know, Daniel. Other Daniel 2, or what was your name? What was your nickname? Daniel A. We'll just call you Daniel, and we have Mod Daniel. That's fine. Daniel. There we go. I know, 1 month away. Not less than a month away. I'm so excited. Very, very happy. It seems like the update's probably going to be pretty big because they're also updating the loading screen as well for this next update, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if the starting, like the main menu image is different. Like it might reflect that episode 5 is out now instead of showing like the far territory. I mean, it's been a while since they added that final update, so I think it's about time they update that. So yeah, they'll probably be updating they are updating the loading screen. They're adding in their statement against the use of AI for video games. Raphael showed that, I think, 2 days ago. They're probably going to change that initial image on the screen. The one with the far territory. I think it's the helicopter crashed into the ground. They might not change the survival mode background. They might keep that the same, but the winter mute, or the initial one will probably change. The one with the static image. Yeah, one month away. Less than. I'm very excited. The week before, we're going to be doing the Long Dark celebration, I guess. The whole week we'll be doing the Long Dark streams. We'll do bingo for sure. We'll do at least one. Trying to think what else we can do. I want to do... I guess they can all be like this, but I want to have like... I want to let people know that during that week before, I would love it if people came in and if they have like lore questions, so please come in and ask them live, and then we can answer all that on the go, I guess. On the fly. Yeah, that first week will be dedicated to that first week. The week before will be dedicated specifically to the Long Dark and any lore questions you guys have. Discussions, theories, that sort of thing. Hopefully you've seen my theory video, my predictions, I guess. That came out like a while ago. That was a year and 2 months ago at this point. So you can go watch that if you want to. Same with the recap video. Oh, hello. Oh my god, I'm so close. Slime Rancher 2 is free on PlayStation Plus. Ooh, that's a good one. Definitely pick that up. You keep those games, right? I think you do, right? It's PlayStation Plus? Yeah. At least that's how it worked on Xbox. For Xbox... whatever it was called back in the day. Xbox Live, rest in peace, by the way. Yeah, you kept those games. Yeah, Slime Rancher 2 is an excellent game. It was my game of the year last year. Because there was nothing else for me to declare game of the year that I played. Everything else was a dumpster fire. Definitely worth it. Oh wait, so if you unsubscribe to PlayStation Plus, you don't get to play the game that you got for free? Or as long as your subscription is active during that month, you can pick it up and then play it whether you're subscribed or not. I think that's what I was talking about. Walk and talk. Yeah, we could do that. Walk and talk. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, because the long, dark, and chill doesn't really work for multiple reasons. Okay, got it. So much to do this month? Yeah.
I'll rest soon. I'm gonna faint.
We're getting multiple new drinks in the next update, I think. I think they're only going to be Winter Meat exclusive, though. I'm assuming beer, because there are beer bottles everywhere. And a new heated drink, which I really hope is hot chocolate. It'd be really cool. A new type of heated drink would be awesome. And hot chocolate would be like the #1 thing I would add. Condensed milk, hot chocolate powder. Or just cacao, I guess. Cacao works. You do the full year? Yeah, it makes sense, the discount. I don't. My PlayStation's been sitting here collecting dust for 5 years now, ever since I finished The Last of Us Part 2. Which was... I can't believe that game is gonna be 6 years this summer. It's been out for 5.5 years. I remember it took them what felt like a decade to make the sequel to the first one. And it's been 6 years since it came out. The time flew by too quickly. And now we're probably never gonna get The Last of Us Part 3. Probably. Naughty Dog's doing the exact same thing that Bethesda's doing. They do a bunch of spin-offs for some reason, and then they spend a decade without making a sequel to Or I guess a new entry to one of their prized franchises. Same thing as Bethesda. It's gonna be over a decade at this point between mainline game entries for their games for both companies. Because when does Intergalactic come out this year? Intergalactic is Naughty Dog's Starfield, which is not good. That's not a good thing. Especially if it flops. And hopefully it doesn't. I'm kind of scared for Naughty Dog. When was their last it was The Last of Us Part 2. That was their last mainline game release. Wait, Intergalactic got scrapped entirely? Castle. Don't you be lying to me. Don't you be lying to me. Not that I care about it, it's just that that's not good for Naughty Dog. In fact, that's really bad.
Getting a bit thirsty.
I'm giving you water in the form of sardines. It's mostly oil in there. Oh, there's a mod with hot chocolate. Oh, that's cool. Let's go. Let's get to the lodge. Yeah, PlayStation is... It feels like every single major game company is like crumbling at the moment. Even PlayStation, they're not going to be doing their PC ports, I'm assuming, as often. Oh my god, Castle. There's a difference between the game getting scrapped and the development is ending and them rewriting the game. Don't say the game got scrapped and then provide no context. Because that makes it sound like they just threw the game away. No, they're rewriting the game. They rewrote the game. Don't say the game got scrapped. That sounds like they're not making the game anymore. No, yeah, them rewriting it is... that's not good. Maybe they shouldn't make a video game announcement before they figure out the story. Or before they've play tested the game enough to let someone play the story and give feedback on it. I don't know. I think they're just gambling because they have fuck you money basically, and they can announce their games like 5 years early, afford a rewrite or two, and then release it, and then just pretend it didn't come out after that. Because they'll probably get their money back anyways. Who are you calling hun? Me? Oh, your husband. Your husband isn't here. Is he? I don't see him. But I appreciate it, Anna. Thank you. Oh, I see. Yeah, that first trailer, I mean, it was more of a teaser. It didn't really hit in any positive way. Oh, we're so close. I wish I had mods active so I could just fly over there. I guess we'll be wrapping up here shortly. We have for sure at least one more of these streams to do. So the next stream we'll just quickly decorate with what I have. Make a new table and chair. Gather the last bits of meat, and hopefully we get that moose, by the way, because it's not looking good here. And then hopefully cook everything. I'll try to start early for the next one. The next one of the Great Bear streams will be next week on Tuesday. Because this, I think later this week we're gonna. Oh, I think we're doing 2 Resident Evil streams. So, actually no. Yeah, no, yeah, we'll do the Long Dark on Saturday because we need something in between the 2 Resident Evil streams, and hopefully we can finish Resident Evil this week. So I'll have to finalize the next challenge. We're ending it right as Crossroads Elegy is playing. Awesome. Hey, any mooses around here? Any mooses, meeses, geeses? No? Damn it. Nothing. We really need that moose. Oh, we need to get the fish. Oh, fuck. I think we have 2 streams for this. 2 more. 2 more. We'll finish it before episode 5 comes out, obviously. No, the next one we're doing is the one that y'all voted on. The 25 days. Only fish will probably happen after episode 5. Or maybe we'll start it that week. We'll start Only Fish the week before. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Ignore that. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Not sure why it's showing me the sprain risk. Healing and then unhealing. That's it for tonight. I appreciate it. Right before I unmuted it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. I think I already said all that. Not sure. There should be a new lore short out later this week, and you can go check out the what was the last video? I don't even remember. Was it the Far Territory one? Oh, the Misconception one, right? Yeah, Misconceptions Part 3 came out last week. You can go check that out if you haven't already. Go subscribe to the podcast channel. And I will see you tomorrow for a game dev stream. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.